People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. It seems as if the director, the president of the Jamaica Society for Industrial Security, Lieutenant Mr. Overton, has had a change of heart, a 180 degrees, because if we remember, he was one of those persons that were saying that, listen, we are not going to allow our security guards to be on any sorts of mission with any sorts of AR-15, any sorts of M16 AK rate. Because if the criminals, the robbers, have the same kind of artillery and then security guard, it might be more cons than pro. It might be more dangerous to society. A whole lot of people would lose their life. However, like I said, it seems as if somebody sit down Mr. Overton and the rest of directors and start to talk some sense in them head. And this must be based on what they saw in about 4 hits in about 60-something days, 2 months to 3 days, where there were at least 4 ATTACKS on Beryllium Security, 2 in a Portmore alone. $30-something million was taken away in those 4 incidents. So based on those 4 incidents, and particularly the last one in a St. Thomas, Albion, wherein we saw that the security guards pretty much put them foot in them hand and them start to run. They were running for their life. As a matter of fact, there was an infamous video that is out there in which one of these guards, while he was running, looked like he was on some sort of slow pace, turkey running. He decided that, listen, this tool, this pump rifle is holding me back. So therefore, I'm going to take it off, try to take off the strap, fling it away in a bush or ditch it to the side. While he was doing that, the other hand was up. He then had 2 arms up in the air. The only thing that he needed was some sort of billboard saying that I surrender or some sort of red flag. He was putting up no sort of resistance, none at all. He might tell the man them say, listen, see me armless, see me fling with the tool, that means me have nothing to do with beryllium. The only thing we should do is strip off the uniform like onion. Now people, like me say, it seems as if in Jamaica, this movie script is more like comedy, serious comedy, drama comedy. Because where else can we see this? And people, I am going to explain why this security did the right thing. And why these people obviously was not trying to take him out. Because had it been the regular criminal them out there, the least secure he is the more likely that he would have lost his life. So therefore, these people figure say, once these people hear the echo of those high-powered rifle, them are gonna run, that's where the bag, run left the jeep, run where left everything. And people, that is exactly what occurred. So based on what the director of the Jamaica Society of Industrial Security, Lieutenant Commander Overton, you notice that this man has a whole bunch of titles to his name. That means that we would assume that he is some sorts of expert. However, we know in Jamaica sometimes it is who you are, FUCKING, or your family tree. It does not mean that you work hard for the title in which you have. And I am not going to say that that is not the case of Mr. Overton. However, Mr. Overton is on overtime in burnout. He needs some sorts of replacement. So they say that they are waiting on a decision. People, I am going to tell you exactly what is going on in these security companies. If you are an observant person like me, or speak to persons that are a part of security, whether at the POPO or security overseas, you would notice that a lot of these security guards that we see, they are in their 50s, in them 60. If them are 40 little bit, them old, or them young, whichever way you want to look on it. But we have to understand, with Jamaica, these little young youth, new generation, you have to ask the question, what sensible person and people, I don't want to stereotype. However, most Jamaicans would not give a beryllium vehicle with 3 or 4 20-year-old in there, because chances are that vehicle would not reach the destination. There would be no sort of drop-off point. The only thing that would have happened is that them gone with the $20 million and ditch the vehicle or abandon the vehicle. So therefore, you have to understand why it is that you see these security guards, the one them where 20-year-old, monitor some sort of parking lot, them they are the tax office or whatever. They are almost never in any possession of any sort of money, because people, you know, say more than likely them are going to thief it. Just speaking in general, everybody is not the same. Now, after at least 4 incidents as it pertains to beryllium, the opinions and views are mixed. Most persons are saying that it seems as if these ATTACKS were committed by people with some sorts of military background, meaning soldier or popo. However, some experts, it is conflicting. They are claiming that these people are some common thief. These people are amateurs. And this is based on the fact that in a whole bunch of these incidents, a whole bunch of wildfire, however, not much target. The first incident, 1 person lose them life, 2 other people get caught up. However, that was 3 out of 4 guards, 1 escape. So therefore, 75% would be considered success. So therefore, I don't know how they would say that them can't SHOOT. In the last incident, however, we saw and we heard that there were multiple rounds. Maybe about 100, maybe about 6 people, all of them arms up with all sorts of high-powered tall up. So therefore we hear X amount of rounds, and only 1 security, which is a good thing, was hit in some sorts of bulletproof vest. So then again, you hear the expert them say, the hit rate in which they hit any sorts of target. However, people, in my opinion, these people were only trying to scare off these guards. They figured these guards realized them old-time pump rifle and Clint Eastwood barrel tool where them have. It never did go work. It was going to be a fight that was not fair. So therefore, like you saw in that infamous video that is circulating all over social media, everybody are run, everybody are take with themselves. People are ditch them tool, ditch them pumpy. So therefore, the people them know say, once them people hear this, it was going to have some sorts of psychological effect. I do not think that these people actually wanted to take out these people. Them want the money, yes, and if they had no choice, yes, they would definitely KILL. And the fact that them spray up the vehicle, people might have DIED in it, but I don't think that they were targeting or trying to take out these people. They were aiming for the loot, which is the cash. So therefore, them want the people them run left the cash, in my humble opinion. So people, like I said, they are awaiting approval from the government. Hopefully they'll get that approval. More than likely they will, because as it stands right now, whatever tool that they are using, it is putting these workers' life in jeopardy. The client is going to lose their money, and their workers and other innocent persons are going to lose their life. Hopefully they will get the training that they deserve before them put them tool in them people's hands, because these type of tools in the wrong hand can also be detrimental to the health and life of other innocent people out there. And when we consider why is it that a lot of people are claiming that these robberies seems to be some sorts of inside job, we have to also remember a lot of these security companies, their employees are ex-popo, rogue popo that were kicked out of the JCF for whatever reason. So therefore, if you are a criminal or you have people with shaky background, this might happen. Not to say definitively that that is the reason. However, we should not be surprised. And this is based on what Stephanie Lindsay had to say. She is the head of the corporate communications unit of the JCF. She said that in one of the previous incidents, one employee was taken into custody. That person is still locked up. In this latest incident, several persons were detained. They are being questioned. They are being interviewed. She is not going to say that they are suspect. However, they are definitely persons of interest. When you see them hold on people that were not in those two vehicles in question, the AD wagon and the Subaru, that tells you that they have some sort of information, intel, that this might be some sort of inside job, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. The link is in the description of this video. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. Bless up.